Good day, guys. Just wanted to share experience I had yesterday while traveling via Benue Links transport service. Okay, I was coming from Otokbo, coming to Jos, and got to the park quite early. Boarded the vehicle and we took off at about 9 a.m. thereabout. So while we were on our way, we left Otokbo, coming Otokbo Township, through Gobia and neighboring villages. Somewhere in Yakatu local government, the vehicle broke down, so the driver stopped close to a mechanic workshop, and the mechanic was, trying to fix what was wrong with the vehicle. It had brake issues, and then after about probably a few minutes, 30 minutes or so, we found out that it was the master brake that had issues, so there was no way he would continue the journey with that vehicle. And he said you have to call the park for them to send another vehicle, and then there will be a switch, and that new vehicle will bring us to Jos. We waited for a while, and nothing was forthcoming. No vehicle was forthcoming, rather. And we're wondering why. He said he tried to contact the park, to put there. They didn't give him an answer or something of that nature. So we were upset. We had stayed about an hour by the roadside, and we were not finding it, like kindly, finding it easy or funny at all. So, okay, I tried to contact the headquarters, the head office, and they said they would do something about it. So they will call the parking Otopo and tell them to send out the vehicle. This happened at about 1 p.m. thereabout. Cut the long story short, we're at that particular location till something around past 4 p.m. No vehicle had come from the park. No vehicle from anywhere had come. We're still stranded at that spot. And passengers were no longer happy. A lot of persons were agitated. And it was seeming, or it was looking like the driver himself was not, putting in any effort at all to, ensure that things were done right. So one of the passengers, who is also a military personnel, called his in-law, who is also a driver with the same transport service, who also has other vehicles on road, and his in-law also, I think, phoned one of his drivers and asked him to come get us, and the logistics and everything will be sorted out. And this said in-law was also on his way from Kaduna to Otokbo with passengers in his own vehicle, and then came, he met us still by the roadside at about 4 p.m. And then when they were trying to settle the whole issue, okay, since they'll have to swap, the new vehicle has to take petrol and every other thing. So the driver who conveyed us from Otokbo to that spot was now asked to, bring money that they will use for all these logistics. And he wasn't, really willing to comply, giving all sorts of excuses, brought out a certain amount of money which was not even enough to fuel the vehicle, and he was giving a lot of excuses. And so passengers got so agitated, irritated. The whole thing was just people, emotions were rising, tempers flying around, and funny enough, there was a military checkpoint close by. So the soldiers there noticed what was happening, and two personnel came and tried to inquire, find out what was wrong. And yeah, trust military personnel is always wanting to, let's say, show they have an authority or there is power in their uniform or something like that. I really hate that bit about them. I really hate that about them. They have ways of reasoning. We are all human beings. And to be a military personnel, you're supposed to be using your sense. You're a soldier and you're watching this. Try to use your head. Everything is not gragra, everything is not. Back to my story. So soldiers, okay, they call the driver aside I don't even know if they really asked him any serious question. Next thing I heard them telling the driver to get down. Driver should squat, driver should do frog jump. Driver say he's a driver, he's going to drive after this. There's no way he would do, frog jumps and then still be in good condition to drive. And then soldiers were getting angry and telling you to do this, obey, and all those their crap about obey before complain. And then I think one of the passenger made a comment that got the driver offended, and he stood up from the squatting position which he was, and then one of the soldiers slapped the driver. Why did he stand up? The driver got angry and was ready for a fight. Luckily or fortunately for him, I was standing beside him, so when he took his stance, I held his hand, and then the soldiers got angry and the driver wants to fight them, and two of them started throwing blows at him. The driver was also trying to fight back, and then the agitated passengers and some villagers who were around started also getting involved in the fight. So some people picking up planks, picking up sticks, picking up stones, and so fortunately for the driver, two persons in his vehicle, myself and then the other military personnel who I said called his in-law, and were calm-headed or are calm-headed. So we're the ones who tried to salvage the whole situation. But then the driver's mouth was already broken, from the blows and all whatnot. We tried to settle everything. The soldiers went, and at the end of the day, we contributed money amongst ourselves, the passengers, and to augment what the driver was giving. And then we continued our journey to Jos by 5 p.m. 5 p.m. And it's literally as if we were just starting the journey, because from Agatu to Otukpo is just barely, probably an hour tops, depending on how fast you drive. So we started our journey to Jos by 5 p.m. Cut the long story short, I arrived Jos yesterday night, or rather this morning, at about 2 a.m. or so. 2 a.m. It was terrible. I didn't have enough sleep. So that's it. And it's becoming something peculiar or constant with Benue Links. Benue Links vehicles are always breaking down. Every time I travel via Benue Links, I have one complaint or the other. And it's not supposed to be so. Benue Links, please work on your transport service. Work on your vehicles. Yeah, we know that most of the vehicles are privately owned by the drivers. Encourage them to work on their vehicles. Sanction them whenever their vehicle breaks down. It is causing damage to the reputation of your company. I mean, if I travel twice via your company service and then I have bad experience, do you think I will come there the next time, or do you think I will encourage someone else to come there? So make hay while the sun shines, for it's too late. Thank you all.